All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. It has been a while since I've done a stream. I've been doing a lot of football coverage in recent time, actually, and tiring, very very tiring. But guess what? The show most definitely will go on. So hopefully you guys are doing good. Tired, really really tired. Gonna cover it. So the JFF has repaid their outstanding loan from the SDF. Um, as it stands, I do think that it's the right step, and it shows that they have fulfilled their commitment. So you have to give them credit for that. But most definitely, we're going to get to the details of that. Before I do that, people, I would really appreciate it if you guys smash that like button as the guys come in, and we're going to run straight over to that. Jerome 876, big up Jerome 876. Thanks for jumping in, bro. Let's go straight to the details of what's happening with this situation. So the SDF's will says JFF has repaid debt monthly subvention restored. All right. So as you guys know that so this all stems from the situation that happened in Suriname. That is where everything stems from, and that's what lead to this situation that they have right now. So let's go through it. So the Sports Development Foundation (SDF) has restored the monthly subvention to the Jamaica Football Federation. SDF General Manager Denzel Wilk has said the SDF normally assists the cash-strapped JFF with a 3.5 million monthly subvention. However, the June allocation was withheld as the JFF failed to honor its commitment to pay its portion of the cost of chartering a flight to return a delegation of players and officials from Suriname due to a breakdown of travel arrangements amounting to US 50,000. That's over about roughly 6 million or something of that sort. Now, surprisingly, before I get into that, surprisingly, just a few days ago, we would have identified that the JFF did not have any finances. They did not have any finances to assist the reggae girls in their luggage situation. So I'm not surprised that they do have this wholesome amount of money to repay their debt. So when you look at this now, there's a lot of things that doesn't really add up in many different aspects of how the monetary situation unfolds in the JFF. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. Javon plays. Yes, Kamali. He plays for Falmouth United. He plays for Falmouth United. No, let's continue. The Reggae Boys had traveled to Suriname for a CONCACAF Nations League match, but the players were almost left stranded as the JFF struggled to find the 155,000 US needed to charter a plane to return home. Professional Football Jamaica Limited chairman Chris Williams, who is also the CEO of investment company Proven, provided the funding with a commitment from the JFF and the SDF to share the repayment costs. Also, 50,000 each. So so that means that SDF paid for that 55,000, and the JFF should pay the 50,000. But it was the SDF that ended up paying the entire US 105,000, which meant that the JFF owed the foundation 50,000. So this is how it sets up, right? So Chris Williams, PFJL, they finance the charter at that point in time at 100%. That is PFJL, they finance the charter at that point in time. What happened is the Chris Williams They discussed the arrangement between JFF and SDF that both of them should share the cost or pay PFJL. That is Chris Williams. Now, at that point in time, JFF didn't have any money. So the SDF, because PFJL must get back their money. They have to get back their money. So the JFF owed SDF rather than PFJL. Hopefully, guys are keeping track with me. So, but it was the SDF that ended up paying the entire money, and then no, due to that, the JFF owed them. That is the reason why the SDF withheld the money, their June subvention, because every month they would have gotten like 3.5 million. So because for that particular month, because they didn't pay the money, said, okay, so why we're going to give you money and you already owe us, let's just keep the money. So that was actually the situation. This is what Mr. Wilkes said. I must say it's back to normal. We have received the payment, and the agreement was that once they did that, we would revert to providing them with their normal subvention, which we withheld for June. This is all in the Observer, people. I think the writer is Howard Walker. Yeah. Let's continue. He continued, but if they hadn't paid, we would have withheld for July also, in order to fully compensate for the outstanding sum. The SDF had made it clear that the withholding was specifically related to the Suriname situation. The SDF, a state-run agency, was allocated 135.6 million in subventions for the 2021 final year to 40 sporting bodies across the island. I would really like to see a breakdown of that. 40 sporting bodies across the island. I would love to see a breakdown of that. Of the amount, the Jamaica Football Federation received 42 million, which is 31% of that financial outlet. The SDF also spent more than 117 million in the last financial year to provide 20 playing surfaces in schools and communities. That I would love to see also. 117 million on 20 playing surfaces in school and communities. These are things that I would definitely love to see and understand what's the situation surrounding, because I'm not sure. I would really want to know which schools and which community would have received that funding, because you have to look at that, Sorry about that, people. Giovanni Play said, my crickets turn chopper. Music, they saw him get the money from. Music? Why I said when my music? Kirk Eng said, JFF is the worst football federation in the world. I don't think JFF is the worst. There are actually worse football federation in the world. But as it stands, they pretty much join the ranks of not handling finances well, of not handling players well, of not dealing with situation accordingly. So you have to consider these aspects of it as well. They should be handling some of the situation on a way more professional level. Unfortunately, that is something that we lack. That professionalism is just very unfortunate. But as it stands, people, this is the situation. I'm happy to know that they repay the money. At least now we can move forward from that aspect of things. So hopefully they continue to fulfill their commitments, which is their work, and they will get less and less highlight of them not performing their work. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction. Now, what you would realize is that people, external parties are now realizing how they operate, and because they're realizing how they operate, they most definitely try and say, okay, let's see how we can avoid them putting us in a situation where we cannot come out of. Same said, proven PFJL provided the money, which is Chris Williams, provided the full funding for the chartered flight, 105,000. Surprisingly, I heard someone said that it was a player card that got swiped. So that's pretty much confusing for me, because someone come to me and said, hey, you know, the person said, you know, a full card was swiped. It was a player's card that was swiped. I'm like, really no? Really no? Anyways, but you don't know a thing, worried. People are going to throw things out of the board. Anyways, people, as I said, PFJL, Chris Williams, paid the funding, told SDF and the JFF that they should agree on repaying the money. What happened? JFF didn't have any money same way, so SDF paid it back and said, okay, JFF, you owe us now. And remember that every month we should provide a particular amount of money. And guess what? That is what happened when they withhold those monthly funding. So guys, hopefully you're doing good. I'm happy to know that this commitment has been sorted out, and the PFJL got their money, the SDF got their money, and the JFF is fine and well on their way. Anyways, people, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully, guys, smash that like button. I would really appreciate it if you guys do so, and I'll see you again on another update. Until next time, MG Sports TV people, Military Guna TV people, we are out.